Good morning, everyone. My name is Carl Hughes. I'm the chair of the licensing committee, or this subcommittee as we are today. It'd be better if we do an introduction before we start formally, and also it'll act as a microphone checks because some of the microphones don't work, and if you find it doesn't work, it's better to find out now than when you try and speak to everyone. So my name is Carl Hughes. I'm the chair of the licensing committee, and I'm the ward member for Stainforth and Barnby Dun.
Howard Rimmer, councillor for Roman Ridge.
Nick Allen, I'm a councillor for Bessaker Ward.
Martin Greenhouse, Tickhill and Wadworth Ward.
Sharon Grant, Licensing Compliance.
Hayley Oxley, Senior Licensing Practitioner.
Andy Petherbridge, Senior Lawyer, South Yorkshire Police.
Mark Walton, Licensing Officer for Doncaster for South Yorkshire Police.
So it's Nick Johnson, Trading Standards Tobacco and Alcohol Officer. We've also got Sam, who's our new starter, just learning with us, and Olivia, who's on work experience.
Thank you very much.
And then Faye Delaney, also a Tobacco and Alcohol Officer.
Marie-Claire Churchman, Senior Legal Officer.
Sarah Maxfield, Governance Officer.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Are we happy to start the meeting? Yep. I am Councillor Carl Hughes, Chair of the Licensing Subcommittee, and would like to welcome you all to today's Licensing Subcommittee meeting. This is not a public meeting, but a meeting the public can attend. Before we commence, I would just like to outline the domestic arrangements for this meeting, if I could. We're not expecting a fire practice today, is that cool? If the alarm sounds, though, please leave the chamber, then turn right and proceed down the stairway, which is out there to the right, and through the emergency exit on the ground floor. The assembly point is the public square in front of Cast, beyond the fountain. I think most people know where that is. Anybody with mobility issues should wait in the refuge area near the lift and use the intercom to call for assistance. Will obviously help anyway. The meeting will be recorded and published on the council's website. By entering the council chamber, you are accepting that you will be recorded and your images will be retained and broadcast by the council. If anyone intends to record today's meeting, please ensure that this does not disturb the conduct of the meeting. Please ensure that your mobile phones are switched to silent mode. I'll just give you a minute to do that, if you can do that, please. Thank you. I will now commence the meeting formally. Item 1. Are there any apologies, please? No, good. Item 2. Exclusion of the public and press. There are no exempt items on the agenda today. However, Appendix F to the report is exempt under paragraph 7 of Part 1 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972, because that is information relating to any action taken or to be taken in connection with the prevention, investigation or prosecution of crime. All members of the press and public will be excluded from the meeting whilst the subcommittee consider the information contained within Appendix F and will be brought back into the meeting following those discussions. Does everyone understand that? Good. Please note that when the subcommittee goes into deliberation to determine the decision, all public and press will be excluded from the meeting. They will then be brought back into the meeting to hear the subcommittee's decision. Item 3, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest, please? No, good. Item 4. We are here today to discuss an application for a summary review of an existing premises licence at Cubus, 30 High Street, Doncaster. All parties who have indicated that they wish to address the subcommittee will be given the opportunity to speak. The procedure we will be following is set out in the report. Has everyone had a copy of the report? Yeah. Good, thank you. Has anyone not seen a copy of the report from the committee? No, good. Can I now invite the Licensing Office representative to introduce this item, please?
Thank you, Chair. This hearing is to determine an application for a summary review of an existing premise licence for Q-Boss 30 High Street. The premises concerned is currently a convenience store authorised to sell alcohol for the consumption off the premises. On the 12th of June, the local authority received an application for a summary review from South Yorkshire Police. The grounds for the application relate to the licence objective, the prevention of crime and disorder. The premises has been linked to the handling of stolen goods and the supply of prescription medication and illicit or counterfeit tobacco. On the 13th of June, an interim hearing was held by the Licensing Subcommittee. Given the seriousness of the offence, the subcommittee resolved to suspend the premise licence with immediate effect and remove the designated premise supervisor. Following the suspension of the premise licence, which prohibited all licensable activities, including the sale of alcohol, a test purchase was carried out on the 19th of June. The premises failed the test purchase by permitting the unauthorised sale of alcohol. A more detailed account of this matter can be found in Appendix F. I can confirm that the application has been correctly advertised and that the mandatory consultation has taken place. I can confirm that all the required notices of the hearing have been given and all parties have been made aware of the procedure to be followed at the hearing, both in the notes that accompany the notice of hearing and in the hearing papers. The options available to the committee when making its determination are detailed in the report. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. I'll now ask the applicant to address the subcommittee. Whoever is speaking, just please identify yourselves when speaking. Would you like to address the subcommittee?
Thank you, Chair. Yes, Mr. Petherbridge from South Yorkshire Police Legal Services. I'll assume that the committee have had the opportunity to read the papers in detail. I'll take that as in of what happened on the 13th of June. So I don't intend to revisit the background to this matter has already been set out by my friend. Safe to say that it's correct that South Yorkshire Police have found on these premises what is believed to be a significant amount of stolen goods, that being the alcohol. And what I draw the committee's attention to, and you no doubt glean from the papers, is that those who were responsible for the premises were also found.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Are you on to Appendix F at this point?
I'm alluding to that, but obviously not going into detail for the reason which you will be thinking of.
If you just say at that point, because we will have to ask the members of the public to leave at that point.
Yeah,
thank you.
I think it will assist at this point then, and to expedite matters if I can make reference in detail to the matters within Appendix F, and then matter goes into closed session for that reason. Thank you.
Yeah, that's agreed. Thank you for your patience. I've now got a decision and I will read it out to you. As the subcommittee for today, licensing subcommittee for today, we've considered the application for a summary review of an existing premises licence, namely Cubus, 30 High Street, Doncaster, Delta November 1 Delta Whiskey. We have taken into account the application made and the evidence presented today, the steps that are appropriate to promote the licence objectives, the Home Office guidance and our statement of licensing policy, and have decided to revoke the licence and remove the designated premises supervisor authority. The committee noted that on the 10th of June 2025, officers from South Yorkshire Police attended reports of an intruder alarm from Sainsbury's Frenchgate, Doncaster. The premises had been broken into and alcohol shelves were empty. A description of the suspects was provided. The suspects were subsequently seen entering Cubus. 2 shopkeepers were found in possession of stolen alcohol, de-tagging security tags. A further search by City of Doncaster council officers also found prescription drugs on sale, food from Marks and Spencer's and other retailers. A search was conducted of the suspect's home address, where further suspected stolen items were found together with illicit and counterfeit cigarettes. We also heard that the premises failed a test purchase on the 19th of June 2025. The applicant drew our attention to paragraphs 1127 and 1128 of the Home Office statutory guidance. This makes it clear that where the premises are used for some criminal activities, including the sale and storage of smuggled tobacco and alcohol, the matter should be treated seriously and revocation considered, even at the first instance. We made our decision because we consider that the designated premises supervisor being directly involved in the handling of stolen property to be extremely serious. He appears to have shown a complete disregard for the law, shown again when the premise failed a test purchase only 6 days after the licence was suspended. We have very serious concerns about this premise being involved in criminal activities. We have based our decision on the licensing objective of the prevention of crime and disorder. That's the decision of this licensing subcommittee.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Could I just clarify, during the appeal period now, will the interim steps be remaining in place?
Did you get that? Yeah. It'll remain in place until the time period for any appeal has passed.
Yep, thank you, I'm grateful.
You're welcome. Close the meeting. I just need something I missed out earlier on. I just want to get the subcommittee to note and agree to 4 sets of minutes that were previously produced by the licensing subcommittees. I will propose that these are in order and to be noted and read as in order. Martin, I believe, was present at 3 of those meetings, so you're happy to second that, Martin?
Yes, I'll second that, Chair.
Thank you. So those minutes are passed and signed. Yeah, thank you very much. I'd like to thank everyone for their attendance today and your input. It's been really valuable, and I now declare the meeting closed. Thank you.